Hi, good evening. Guys, I'm just sharing the link, so give me one moment. Here's the link. Share the screen. Hi, Sat Shri Akal, Kamal. Hi, Kiran. Good evening. Thank you for your kind words, Kiran. Hi, Raghu. I hope you all had a great weekend. This was. Let more people join in and we'll start. Hi, Heath. Hi, Mr. Devinder. Good evening. So, guys, this week is very critical week because we have FOMC, we have some big numbers. And in the evening, I was on a space talking about the earnings. So if you really want to like understand the perspective, you can actually listen to that space on Twitter. It's posted on my account. Like if you go from the middle, like first half or 45 minutes, we were talking about the previous week's earning, and from then onwards until 7. So until the end, you can actually listen to the perspective of the upcoming earnings this week. Hi, Mr. Sehgal. Hi, Shibu. Good evening. So, all right, guys, let's start because I want to finish this on time. So, I'm starting from my scan, like looking at Hanging Man, Evening Star, Evening Doji Star on daily time frame. No X is there. I'll need to check what's happening in NoVex, but that's one of them. On bearish candle patterns, let's see if we have anything. Bearish, bullish candle pattern. No. Look at inside days. Shopify and IBM. I have Shopify inside day. Then we have IBM, Snow, and Roku. Do I have Roku? So right, I'm replacing with Roku. Triple M is inside day. Triple M has earnings as well. Okay. Let me just try 12.34. I think it's 34 should be crossing 12. Let's see if we have anything. Hi, Sham. Good evening. Sometimes this scan takes like ages. I don't know. Anyways, it's not working. So let's get to ES pretty quickly. So ES, as I mentioned last time as well, 4581 is the main pivot because it's 61.8% Fibonacci on my charts. And if we are not able to clear it right now, we need to make a complete evening star. Evening star will become right here. Right now, this candle possess a potential evening star, but it didn't had a follow-up. We had an inside day, and after the inside, guys, 1 second, give me 1 second. Yep. So this had an inside day on ES, and now if we lose the low of this, potential support is around 45.35, which is the 12 EMA. So not a significant pull down, but that will be a really good area for a back test. And if we lose there, then I think things can be really, really difficult for the market. So if you are a aggressive trader, look for indexes. But if you're a smart trader, try and look out for specific stocks, because we have FMC and we have some really good earnings which are coming up. So it's better to be stock specific than trading on index. Index might remain choppy or might be in a very tight range going into FMC. And as of now, FMC, everybody expecting 25 BPS hike. So that doesn't matter. What matters is, are we going to have one more hike or two more hikes? So that's something which we want to listen. So conference call on Wednesday is going to be really, really important as compared to the 2 o'clock decision on 25 basis points. All right. So during that period, if you want to be, again, I'll say, if you want to be stock specific, that will be much, much better as compared to be trading index or futures. So in my opinion, if you're holding 45.35, then we are practically neutral. But if we lose 45.35, then we have some massive openings. Like, because 12 EMA is almost 100 points away. And when we were going up, we did not consolidate at all in this direction. We just simply went up one direction. So if we lose this 45.35, then it will be aggressive sell-off, which might happen. So I don't know whether we're going to have a support tomorrow or not. But again, I'm going to be 50-50 here. I would like to see 45-47 as an area if I wanted to buy, because this is an inside day. There's a candle and there's a follow-up candle. These two candles are within each other. So this is an inside day. And come on. Inside day up. This is inside day down. Now, stop loss is 45-47. 45-47 in both the cases. Now I want a dip to Friday's low. Friday low was 45.61. So we are around that. Thursday low was 45.57. So if we get a dip towards 45.50 to 45.55, I'll take a long call. My area will be 45.81, which we have struggled, and then 45.92, 45.95. That's the most I'm expecting before FOMC. On the sell side, if again I'm saying, if I'm aggressive seller, sell below 483, not 48, 4535, 4535. So if I'm an aggressive seller, I can sell here. My first stop loss should be 45.20 and then 44.95. And then 44. again, possibility of we remaining in between 45.35 to 45.60 is quite high. So again, I'll not be trading too much into index. I'll be taking a backseat, watching and looking at stock specific action. If there is something, I would definitely jump onto that. Otherwise, this market is better if you want to choose a stock and then trade on that. NQ. Let me choose the book map as well, just to make sure that yes. Yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So 45.55, we has a good buying area. Once we loot 45.47, there is nothing at all in this zone for now. So it means that the orders are between only 10-12 points. So till the moment this is held, 45.81 is possible. Right now we have 45.65. So 45.47, 45.50 is a very strong buying area. So again, I want to buy in dip. I don't know, go ahead and buy here, but if you get an opportunity, use the dip. Now let's go to NQ. NQ had a morning star, evening star, perfect. It's holding that regression line. So there's a follow-up as well. So this evening star, now usually we have this length and then we get a double of length. So we already have that double length right here. So if we lose this 12 EMA, or if you're not able to break above this 12 EMA, I think it's a rejection from 61.8 Fibonacci. And as I mentioned multiple times, rejection from 68 leads to 38. Okay, so Nasdaq is very well negative as compared to ES, because ES, the evening star did not properly fructify. On the contrary, in NQ, the evening star is perfectly set. Okay, so if you are interested on NQ, try long positions above 15,600, because that's a 61% Fibonacci. So here I am neutral to short. In ES, I'm neutral in both the ends. Neither I'm selling with strength or neither I'm buying with strength. I'm quite hesitant. On the contrary, on NQ, I'm 40% on the positive side and 60% on the negative side. So it's evening star. Continuation. I'll just leave it there. Long above 61.8% fib, which is 15,606. So my stop loss is 12 EMA, which is 15,575. So 15,575 is my stop loss to go long and buy above. Now you need to understand this very clearly, that when I'm saying buy above, let NQ go and hold above this number for at least 15-minute candle. If it does some up and down, then we'll know. But if it sustains above 15,606 for 15 minutes, then it's a great potential. So don't rush into NQ right away. Wait for at least 15-minute candle. Targets. Once we clear this, we have we have this area where we had the close, the doji, and the open. This price action is the next area of resistance, which would be, let's open at 690 close at 690, so 15,700. 15,700 is the next target, and 15,810 is there. So this is 40% possibility because we have Google, Microsoft, other big companies like Meta posting earnings, ServiceNow posting earnings. So it's going to be a little tricky this week. So let's see how it goes. On the short side, if we really want to short, we need to make sure we break this regression line. Right now, if you see, we are holding this regression line to the point. So what we need is we need a low 525. So we need a low from Friday's low. Right now, we did not make a new low. So unless we do not make a new low, we should not be doing it. So if we lose 520, stop loss is 15,575. If we lose that, target is 460 and 318. 15,465, 15,318. Yes. Now here, rejection by 61.8% Fibonacci by 12 EMA and evening star continuation. Evening star fails. So in this case, I'm looking forward to 606 and above for trying long and 15,520 to try short. In between, I would avoid. I will not trade NQ or ES. On ES, my bias is neutral. On NQ, my bias is neutral towards short. Triple Q. Triple Q again has rejected from 61. It's an evening star and now it's breaking below the 12 EMA. Similar thing. It's coming around 38.2 Fibonacci. Either it holds it or we are going down further. As of now, NQ is holding this regression line. So I'll keep in mind if we hold this 375-ish area, we might, because we are almost near the 38%. So we might try to break higher than this. So stop loss is 375-ish. All these targets, like the logic is still the same. 375 on the 375. We need to make sure we go above 12 EMA. 12 EMA is 376.20. Again, buy above, not in the dip. Buy above 376.25. If it does, 379 and then 382. 379, 382. Same logic, 40-60. I'm negatively biased on NQ. It's an evening star. I'll just change the numbers. Positive of 384. On the rejection, telling me here. So on the short side, we should sell below 374, 371, 367. So sell below 374, 371.50, which is a really important support because that's the 161 from the previous, and 367.60. Mr. Gulati, rebalancing is already done. Now, anything which can happen is the stocks which were supposed to get some additional weightage, they might get some love from the market. like Starbucks, Nike, ABGO, you might see some push positivity on those stocks. But for all the other stocks, I think they have done the piece where they were supposed to receive some good uh, cool off, and they have seen that cool off. Now let's get to stock specific. Apple. Now we'll go with the logic which is in front of us. Apple is trying to test the 12 EMA, which is 191.75. If Apple lose this area of 12 EMA, because we have seen Apple has not lost 12 EMA since March of this year. So if we lose this, things become a little tricky for Apple, and it might come and hit 187 area where it's find like really good support. So for first time, I'm reducing Apple to neutral, and I may try a sell. Like this was the sell. So sell below the 12 EMA, which is 191.75. Stop loss is 192. Target is this area where it has found the support, and the gap is 190. And then the Fibonacci of 187.75. I am neutral, but I think if Apple has to lead, Apple may show some cool off. Now, if you are really interested, try long only above 193.25. So I am not going to try long in Apple right away because my bias is negative and I'm struggling to cross 193. AMD. AMD has made a doji one more time. And whenever we have a doji from top to bottom, it shows a sign of real change. The DMI, if you see, is hitting lows. If I extend this, this is the lowest you see DMI since December of last year. Now, DMA is getting really tight on AMD. It's right now at 13, which is like the negative momentum is carrying, the positive momentum is trying to like do something, but it's making a doji. Every time it has come across this area in the past, it has seen a bounce. And right now it's holding this long-term dotted line as well. Now let me just open black box and see if we have any flow for AMD. Okay, let's look at AMD. So AMD, I'm seeing that the calls of 111, they are getting sold, but the dollar amount is not much. And 1115 puts were done, so that week is gone. And this is a spread where you see they are trying to sell 105 call and trying to buy. So this is a spread, calendar spread. So this guy is trying to sell 8 and trying to buy this. So expect that, yes, even this call will get 0. So they are negative on AMD from a flow perspective. Let's see if there is a dark pool. And there are dark pools at 110.95, right at that close area. And this is 704 million dark pool, which is unusually very, very big. So if we manage to hold 110, So I'll just keep 110.95, $700 million pool. Now keep that in mind. It's neutral, but because it's below all these areas, I'm trying to sell. It's inside day as well. Not a clean one, inside day, because the volume was significantly higher. But if we lose 110.25, I'll short on AMD. My target will be 107. 103.75. 107.15. 103.75. My stop loss is 110.95. Till the moment 110.95 is there, I am okay. I can try long, but till now I've told you that if dark pool is there and we are trading below that dark pool price, is better not to trade above it. We will talk about Qcom, one thing. We'll talk about that. Okay, so AMD is right there. Amazon earnings have pushed and it is below the 12 EMA now. Same thing, it has not seen the 12 EMA. The DMI is in declining. Also, if you look at high Nishi candles, this is the first flat top. So the trend is negative for me on Amazon. So I'll keep a stop loss here. I would like to sell. You see, right now, this is the close, 129. It may try to do a back test. So if it comes around 130, 130, which was a breakout area, like this was the breakout area 131.4 in the past. So unless and until we cross this area, we will struggle. We will not able to do it, and we should hit 127. So Amazon also, I am reducing it to short. AMD is short for me. So blue is gone. Sell on rise. If it jumps to like buy puts when it comes to 131, stop loss 131.50. Target is 127. It has found support at 127 area multiple times. So I hope it does this time. But if it breaks below 127, then the next support is 123. So 60%. Failed 12 EMA and lost important support of 131.50. Baba, I am carrying Baba overnight, as I mentioned in my Telegram community as well. Baba, as of now, Hong Kong market is 1% down, and Baba is trading at $90.60. So we'll be expecting around 92.70, 92.80 area opening, which is about 60-70 cents above. I am actually bullish on Baba because I think by the end of the night, Chinese market should provide some significant tailwinds by announcing something. Second thing, Baba is making inside day, again, not going on the volume because the Friday volume was very unusual. Baba is holding 92. did a back test of 12 EMA. That's a positive. So back tested 12 EMA and made higher high, higher low. So all these points are positive. My stop loss is now 91.35. Buy above 92, which is 23.6 Fibonacci. If we hold this, we should hit 95 really quickly. So that's Baba. Again, I'm positive on Baba. Caterpillar, I'll not do Caterpillar. I'll keep one space for something. Crowd. Crowd started moving up since we last time talked and then failed. Now it's testing the 12 EMA. It's inside day 148, 149 area. Every time it has come around this area, it has found the support. But this time the strength is also lacking. So in case tech sector goes down, this will go down because it's making newer lows at this time. It's like the top is getting right there and this is getting expanded. So right now it needs to come here somehow to do a bounce. So I expect crowd to cool off now. Now I would do only short if, and again, my reason you can clearly see DMI is getting weaker now. It is not red as of now, it is orange, so it is neutral because the strength is still 10 and 24 and 20, which are positive and negative catalysts. They're still all right. Like if red goes up, then things will get much more cleaner. So I would like to do a sell on crowd below 149. Crowd back tested. It tried to bounce. We're around 150 and made a close about 12 union. That's why I'm not trying to short here. I want to short below 149, which is my Fibonacci. If it does, then it will actually do a significant pullback. If it holds 150 area, then you can see a chop or a little upside. So crowd, I am actually reducing it to neutral. Sell below 149, keeping 150.25 as my stop loss, which is the 12 EMA. Target is 147.9. Again, I'm not expecting very big move in crowd. If it holds here, then the next target is 144 or 142.50. 144, 142.50. Back tested 34 and 12. Sell only if 12 EMA fails again. ENPH has backtested, managed to hold on to 12 EMA. Again, like, let's see if it holds this area or not. I think if they have earnings this week, so earnings will be a little tricky. Let me see if ENPH has any. Let's also see crowd. If we have any flow for crowd. Only calendar spread. So somebody wants the premium to be eaten, not much. So crowd has nothing. ENPH 152 puts are sold, and These are 152 puts. They started from 178. IV was 109, sold at 1.9. It went higher, 1.7. Now it came down, but the price was right here, 195. So 170. So most likely, like you see, it went down 60 cents, and the put price did not increase much. So they are clearly selling the puts. So I would consider it as a positive sign on ENPH. I don't see significant number of calls, but there are puts for 180, which are currently bought. Let's see, 180 puts. So again, it's going to be in a very tight range. Like they're not above the open interest. So I really don't know what happened with them, whether they were closed or not. So I'll keep an eye, but it's in a tight range. So I will see if I can do a back test. Again, I'm reducing it to neutral. My stop loss is 175-ish. I want to buy near 175 only. 175, 176. If we hold 177.50, and it usually moves big, and then 182.50, 183. That's ENPH. Again, I'm neutral here. Ramya and Kulwant, I will cover your stocks once I'm done. Google. Google is the inside day, and it's one of the stocks which is the least strong as compared to all the others. Like the DMI has converted negative. If I convert this into Heikin Nishi, it's flat top for the first time, but the only caveat here, it did not make a new low on Friday as compared to all the other tickers. So this shows relative strength if you're not making a newer low. So that's a positive for me. So till the moment we hold 118, or I would say right here, 119.25, we should be all right on Google. So buy in dip if you can get around 120. Home Depot. Home Depot is like, I don't know, it's an ascending wedge. The candles is going smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's not showing strength. So I'm getting rid of Home Depot for now. We'll add something instead of Home Depot. So Meta was a sell last time, and since it lost at 12 EMA, boom, it's coming for 34 EMA. Now this area, which is 298, will become a good stop loss. It's short. It was a sell below 303. Now stop loss is 298. Again, if it rises, sell on rise. If you get to 295, 297 area, target is 287, which was a previous support. And like this was a previous support. I think until earnings is there, this will hold. If we lose, then 274. I'm negative on Meta earnings. Lost 12 EMA plus long-term trend line. This is the long-term trend line, the dotted one. It was holding it for a long, long time. Viren, it's HT doesn't not moving much, so I'll wait for it. In Meta, you see the red line is popping up strongly. So it's showing that yes, if it fails, it will fail really, really badly. Then let's move on to Triple M. Triple M, I'm positive. Triple M is making a breakout area, and it's an inverted head and or like if you want to call this a W, you can call this a W. It's getting all set. It should not fail here. The strength is there. The positive momentum is there. The strength is catching up. It's still 18. I wanted to cross 20. I think we should be looking at some really good moves on Triple M. I'm really, really positive on Triple M. Since 101, I'm mentioning Triple M, and Triple M has crossed 103, 104. Now it's an inside day, plus it has earnings on Tuesday. I am very much positive on Triple M. Let's look if we have any uh, flow for Triple M. Somebody is selling 115 put for 2025. Usually Triple M does not show something, but 100 puts are being there, and it's the biggest dollar amount which it has. So I'm fine. I'm fine with Triple M. Triple M positives by stop losses 103.30. Anything above 104.50. Let's go by 450. It's an inside day. Look at 108, 105.50, 108.15. Yes. Microsoft. I am on a sell on Microsoft based on what it did. It lost the 12 EMA support. So if 12 EMA act as a resistance, we should see 338. 338 is somewhere I'll say that yes, it has found some support. I'm still holding it neutral, but my stop loss is 344.75. If it sustains above this, then we can go long or try long. 344. 338. 332. Buy above 349. If you really want to buy, or otherwise, like you can try sell and rise. So Netflix, since the earnings I mentioned, has come down from 470 to now 426. That was my target. Now I think Netflix has some more gaps to fill. Lost the 12 EMA, lost like closed right on that 12 EMA, but after hours it's showing some negativity. So the loss of 12 EMA, 34 EMA will show some significant downside. So 427 is my stop loss. Now 426.7. Sell on rise to 425.26. If it comes here, there's a gap at 420, 420.88, 420.88. That's the gap. And then 410.81. That's sell and rise. Nvidia, same thing, sell and rise. From 465, now it has like 447 was my target, but it went below. Again, rejection from 61. It's going to come around this. Now closing below 12 EMA, so it's negative. So here I'm 60% to 40% positive. So short below 447.80. 447.80 is my stop loss, which is a 12 EMA. It's a rejection from 61, so 38 also fails. So now 23 and 0. 23 should provide support. So 4, there's a gap at 4. This is the gap 439. 439. So let's fill that gap. 439.50. That's the first gap. If it holds, that's wonderful. Otherwise, 435.50. Again, sell on rise. Four, 5, 4, 6. If it comes into this area, sell it. Now, if you want to buy, I will only buy above 456. I will not buy. And my stop loss will be right here, 451. So in between, I will not be trading here. So here my 467 and 473. That's Nvidia. Roku have earnings this week, and Roku is making a very clean bull flag. A very clean bull flag. It's an inside day. It's a bull flag. Test of 72. I think if it holds here, it's a massive flag which can work out really, really well. After a very long period, Roku has shown some strength. You can see on the weekly candle, it's making hammer right here. The 12 EMA is converging towards 34 EMA after a span of 3 years. So this is a very good candidate for a breakout, Roku. So again, I'm going to wait in case of earnings where it can come around 72, and I'll take a long shot on Roku. So I'm positive. My stop loss is 70. Let's take it 70. Buy near or buy in the dip to 72 area. Targets are, I think, 79 and 88. Long term 12 crossing 34. Inside day year coming. Shopify, same thing. Shopify, I'm positive it did a breakout, which we rode and made good money. Now the same thing, 65 is an area, and 65 has been held very strongly as 38.2 Fibonacci. If it does a 34 EMA backtest, that will become a wonderful thing, and then it can actually become a inverted head and shoulders. So let's see if it do that or not. So 63.80 is my stop loss on Shopify. I'm just reducing it to neutral. 63.80. Now buy in dip 64.5 area. I'm very much positive on this one. 65. It has held 65 multiple times. So in case it fails, it might do a back test. That's where I would love to add. So 64, 65 is a very good area to buy Shopify. And it failed from 72 area. So now next will be 60. If it holds, 68 and 70. everyone's hot favorite Tesla. So Tesla, we were short and it broke 298. It came and back tested 12 EMA and 34 EMA perfectly. Now, if we lose 34 EMA, it will go down. It will go down with some significant strength. So stop loss is 256, sell below 256. If you will sell it below 256, it should hit 247. And then 236. It needs to fill the gap around this area as well. So I'm giving 60% on the short side, 40% here. Not positive, neutral. If you want to try a positive, you can tie a fake breakdown. Like if you can go 261 above 261.50. 265, 274. 265 is resistance, 274. There's a lot of flow in what do you call the Tesla, but whether that flow will work out or no, I don't know. But as of now, this is what I feel should happen in Tesla. Now we have Qcom. I would definitely add Qcom into my list because I was looking at Qcom and Qcom was showing some significant strength on Friday. So Qcom made a back test of 12 EMA and now it's showing like it's inverted head and shoulders, very clean. It's a very clean inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder one, head, shoulder two. Strength is building up. It's not there. It's building up. So possible move are there. Stop loss is little, like if I say 123.50 Qcom. 123.50 buy near 124. Target is 126.40 and 128. Also, if you want to look at Oracle is also looking really good. Then you're talking about Steam. Team made an evening star and now it's failed below 176. I think 165 can be tested on Teams. $165. Now I have one ticker which is Nike. I got some serious losses on this in last week, but I think it's setting up for a big move. It's an inside day, and the moment it crosses 109.80, or if it comes around 108.50, it's a really good trade. Nike is positive. Buy near 109, 108.50. I'm looking at this area, which is 113. And then there's a gap at 116.85. Again, there's no clear logic for this. I think rebalancing will help. Will help Nike, it will help AVGO and Starbucks. So again, same logic is for Nike. All right, guys. So that's about it from me. Airbnb is not looking bullish. Airbnb is bullish. I don't know what you are looking at. Airbnb has broken about from 128 to 150 level. It's continuing and it's just going towards 156. There's no negative aspect in Airbnb. Coin is struggling at like 110 was my resistance, 110 area, and you see it's not able to cross 110 a single time. Let it come down to 98. If it holds 98, then it's a different story. Otherwise, it may chop more. That's coin. All right, guys, I'm not doing anything else. I am a little under the weather, so I'll take your leave. Thank you for joining in tonight, and all the very best for tomorrow. Bye-bye.